Got it.
I did see someone reviewing it the other day. It's an older thing, but he had a pretty good.
Hold on, I'm not hearing you. Say again.
Saying I saw this the other day. Someone got some mod.
Hold on. I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. Is it my volume on this end? Is it loud for you?
Fairly loud.
It's fairly loud.
I can hear you.
How's that?
Well, it's gone quiet anyway.
Okay, can you hear it at all? Oh, hold on.
Now I can only see a tiny square of it.
Yeah, that's fine. That will
Yep.
fix. That will fix in a minute.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why that happens in this particular emulator, but as soon as we start the game or when it goes to the next scene, it'll fix itself. Okay.
I can hear it quite well and you over the top of it.
Okay, cool. I can hear you better now too. So that must have been what it was.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Vagrant Story. We're gonna watch some scenes. If you don't touch the menu there, the title screen, it will actually come into an additional scene, which you'd have no idea about unless you were told about it. What's up, GR Shire?
Do you want to try reading the voices?
I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of reading, but I'd kind of like to just like focus on what they're saying rather than try and like reading
Okay.
it. I love the freaking style. This is the best looking game on the PS1 in my opinion.
Yeah. I've seen reviews of this game that say the graphics are terrible because they seem to think it should look like a PS3 game now.
That's ridiculous. This is absolutely amazing for the PS1.
The reviewers often say that they can't hear any music either. They go, it's got no soundtrack, but that's also completely false.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful soundtrack.
It's amazing. Love that. That's so cool, dude. That's so awesome. Oh my goodness, I love this. I love this game's presentation. I love it. It's fantastic.
I mean, the cinematic presentation is my primary reason for loving this game.
Yeah. It's phenomenal, seriously. It's like better. It's directed better than like most movies you see, which is crazy.
For a Square game.
I love this music, dude. I love Sakimoto's style. I just really, really like it.
This has for a long time been like top 3 in my favourite soundtracks.
Mm.
The way that lights up there, it's wonderful.
Yep. They use backlighting really, really beautifully in this game. Like the way they kind of outline characters with light from behind them. Yes, you can get Vagrant Story on the PS1, on the PSN through the PS3, I guess, on PS1 Classics. This line here is awesome.
Plays the music perfectly.
Yep. So there's actually another scene that that you can see as well once you get through like this little demo that they show at the when you launch the game or whatever, and then you leave the menu alone again, the title screen alone again. There's a second scene that'll play, and there's some subtle differences between it and then like the opening scene of the game. So we're gonna take a look at that.
So there's 3 videos that plays. There's this FMV, and then the one we've just seen, then the FMV, and then the next one, and then it goes back, and it just cycles through with the FMV in the middle all the time.
Yeah. It's Thursday, my dudes. It's true, actually. Almost got to the weekend. Oh, I love the theme of this game. I am very excited to play this. Sakimoto is the man.
So the reason we're watching this next scene now is that it gives you the framing device for this story in itself. Because what we're about to play as has happened a week ago. And this is going to tell you why we're looking back in this period of time.
Cool.
But it does unfortunately use just exactly the same graphics that we're about to see in the actual intro to the game, so you'll be seeing a lot of this twice.
There are some differences in the text boxes, though, which we want to take a look at.
I had another watch of this yesterday, so one of the times I've noticed it's these lines that are appearing on the screen now that are new. So, if you've not got the box, and if you don't find this scene, then you've no idea that this is looking back at a story and there's something else happening. So this is the occupation that you see now.
Yeah, they kind of show this in a different order, don't they?
Yeah, just mix this up a little bit. It's very likely I will inevitably start acting some parts of this out. The problem is I will never use the same voice for the same person twice, probably.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
In my head, though, Sydney does sound like Liquid Snake. Sort of sneering arrogance, but
Yeah.
I don't think it would technically fit him.
It's just seriously amazing how well this is directed from a cinematic point of view. Like, it's like watching a movie. It's crazy. It's like watching a really good movie, too. It's not just like, oh, this is movie quality. It's like, this is a fantastic movie.
When Lord of the Rings was first adapted, I was thinking, I want him to actually see this game and think, wow, I could do a great adaptation of that.
Yes.
But now that I've seen The Hobbit, I'm not so sure I want that anymore.
Yeah, Hobbit's bad.
This line is different.
Yeah, that was different. I noticed that. Totally different. I like what they changed it to better. Oh, that was different too. He actually tried attacking him after the dragon came down. It's such a shame that this game did not sell better. I want more games like this. Hiroshi Minigawa. Total Beast. Good luck, Godspeed.
So previously I'd always ignored that video because I just remember it, oh, it's that trailer that plays that looks exactly like the introduction. So I've, since the first time I played this game, it's only like a couple of weeks ago that I actually went back to watch that again.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Hold on. My controller's not working. It's probably because I'm not clicked into the box. There we go. Okay, new game, fellas. Let's do this. Yeah, Chris, the way that they do the dialogue boxes is really interesting. I like it a lot.
Just remember the circles confirm.
Yes. It's the other... I get so used to X with the modern games.
Unfortunately, there's no option to change the controls.
Yeah. I can actually hear the game coming through on your end a little bit, just so you know. Like the sound through your mic. Have you found Sydney? Not yet, sir.
Oh, sir.
Put out the fires,
Put out
or
the
we'll
fires,
lose
or
the
we'll
manor.
lose the manor, and all will be for naught. Split the knights into two groups, one to douse the blaze, the other to exterminate the traitors. Not sure traitors fits there, but...
Yeah.
Probably say cultists there, but... Where are you, Sydney?
I love the lighting on him. It's so good. Yeah, Chris, that's why I sort of gave up there.
Show them who they're dealing with.
Oh no, what? Uh-oh. I hope that's not going to be a problem. Hold on.
Torch the chambers and kill the hostages.
Why did that happen? This is the same I run it with all the other games, and it's not been a problem, so... I'll try that one more time. If it crashes again, then I'll mess with it, but That should not have happened. I don't know why that happened. Try it again. Could probably make use of save states as well.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that.
Okay, let's try that again.
Did you speak to Kaysen about how frequent the saves are?
No, I haven't had a chance to talk to him.
Because I can't really judge it because I've got a completely different experience from someone that's playing it for the first time.
Right.
Duke Bardorba's Manor, Greylands, 2:32 a.m.
Alright, we'll try and torch through this a little faster. Get back to where we were. That'll kind of mess it up with the music, though, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
For anyone that's actually trying to play this game, never press start during this introduction. It will take you straight to the start of gameplay, and you'll miss all of this.
Which would be extremely unfortunate, because this is awesome.
Well, you've heard me act this bit, we'll wait.
Almost there.
I do have the advantage of knowing what to say ahead of time. Where are you, Sydney? So I just love that you can see the titles telling you whose works on this game. It's also very cinematic. In the previous version, you saw it was replaced with explaining the backstory.
Yeah. The way they mix the titles in to this like introduction scene is seriously like really cool. They do it at exactly the right moment where they like cut away and like show you titles. Just makes it feel so like urgent, and it's just awesome. That's like the perfect timing to do that. That's the perfect timing.
Not a fade to black, it's a slam to black.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed, everyone.
This was the line.
Show them who they're dealing with. Torch the chambers and kill the hostages. Aye. Credit to those background creators.
Mm-hmm.
We've no time. Let's finish this before the blades arrive. Right, let's do it quick and get out of here. Who goes there? Here we go. And this bit was entertaining to watch on your first play.
Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. Okay. Wait a minute. Attack the head. Okay, so explain this to me a little bit. This might be, you know, more useful later or whatever, but I have a feeling like attacking the head generally is the right thing to do. It'll do most damage. But are there instances where you could, like, disable their ability to attack you by hitting the arms?
Yes, exactly that. If you hit that, if each of the body parts has its own independent HP as well as the overall, it's not like once you kill all their arms and all their limbs and the head and everything, then that will take their main HP to 0. It may be that you can kill 2 of the limbs and that would also be enough HP to kill them.
Right.
So if you disable their heads, if you take them down to the red status as you'd see on your own screen, then that limb is dead, and with the head that means they can't cast magic anymore.
Oh, the head is for magic. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. If you do it to their legs, then their movement speed is reduced by half.
Whoops. Wrong button.
It'll take you a while to get used to that.
Okay. So if we attack his right arm, that would affect his ability to attack me.
Once you get the arm down to the danger status. Because you see in the bottom left, that's Ashley's...
yeah, but my shield arm was green, right? So I had taken some hits to the arm.
Yeah. So it's like teal, green, orange, and then red means it's dead.
Nice.
Although I'm not actually sure that you inflicting damage on their arms will cause that status. I know it works with the legs and the head, but I'm not sure about other body parts. I just know that they'll work on you.
Okay.
It's no use. There's nothing like that here anywhere. Keep looking, damn you. I'm telling you, Sydney. The nights are nearly upon us. Stop your whimpering. You'd come this far only to leave empty-handed? I should probably make it sound more like Liquid Snake as he's in my head. But, now search!
I love the sort of like evolution of the character art or character concept art style from Tactics to this to Final Fantasy XII. It's really interesting. Because here it's like the really long limbs have been retained.
Where's he hidden it? Sure the Duke really has it? Does the damn thing even exist? You doubt me, Hardin? You doubt my power? Forgive me, I did not intend... But Sydney, any longer and there will be no escape for us. Fine then. Bring the boy and come with me.
Yeah, they still got like the really slim waists and broad shoulders. But they have noses now.
Don't move, Sydney.
And smaller eyes.
I have a bowgun aimed at your heart. Now turn round slowly. You're no knight, are you? Bind your legs with that rope. Ah, a risk breaker. A royal guard dog. Did you not hear me? Bind yourself now. Well, this is an unfortunate turn of events. Hold it!
I freaking love this scene, dude.
Well, we killed the bad guy. Time to go home.
Yep, game over. Isn't that a great game, guys? Best game of all time.
We warned you it was short. Sydney! I'm the one you want. Hardin, go quickly. Go to Leomond. Never been sure on the pronunciation of Leomond. Leomonde? Leomondi?
I think you have it right.
Stop!
Leomond sounds correct.
What's going on? You are most certainly dead. Leave the back from the grave stuff to the fairy tales. Sorry, I was laughing at Chris Ewan's comment there.
Oh, man. Just what they were able to accomplish on the PS1 is amazing.
You've given me quite a scratch. Show a little more respect for fairy tales, Riskbreaker. The talk! dragons speak Klingon.
So cool. So cool.
My apologies. I've no time to toy with you. Don't need a close-up of his crotch. I really don't know those trousers. Hitoshi Sakimoto there.
I'll tell you what, J.R. Shire, if remakes like Secret of Mana and Final Fantasy VII go well, I guarantee you we'll see others from this time period as well. I think if you just keep clicking through, you'll get them.
There's one tip I can give you for every dragon fight, and that's immediately run right up to them so they can't use the breath on you. It's always highly damaging, but if you're right below them, they can't do a thing to you. Well,
nice.
They can do a thing to you, but they can't breathe on you.
Right. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
The wonderful Mr. Sakaguchi.
I love the music here. Oh my goodness, this is... Oh, I love it.
It's music, but the note it ends on, I feel is really flat. Kind of comes up to a rousing, and then it just ends with a meh.
Oh, like the final
Yeah.
note.
Sumi Matsuno, master.
He is seriously a master storyteller. He's amazing. And then right here.
Leomond.
Birds look really nice for a PS1 game as well. You got the lens flare.
Lens flare, it's brilliant.
And then rousing music for the climax. Ba, ba. Yeah, they could have held that low brass there a little longer for sure.
But I think all the music in this game is synthesized except for the very end titles. The body is but a vessel for the soul, a puppet which which bends to the soul's tyranny, and lo, the body is not eternal, for it must feed on the flesh of others, lest it return to the dust whence it came. Therefore must the soul deceive, despise, and murder men. A.J. Durai, which is Azralam Durai, who is the papers Final Fantasy Tactics are based on.
Yep. I believe it is, Chris.
So the knights who came were not the king's men, but the cardinals. Knights of the Cross led by Guildenstern, my lord. Crimson Blades in direct service to the cardinal. Guildenstern led his men towards Leomond in pursuit of Sydney. I see. Send one of your men in the armour of these holy knights. Set fire to the manor. Fire, my liege? The fool Sydney used his wyvern. We can't have witnesses telling the world now, can we? But the hostages, your family. Irrelevant. Burn it. Burn it to the ground. Dramatic thunder. War of Parliament. The VKP have formed a squad to deal with the felons. The risk breakers, those meddling fools. Your will, my lord? Leomond is yours. Let no one out of the town. You can deal with Sydney and the Blades there. And Parliament? I'll deal with those watchdogs. Oh, crap.
No! Oh my gosh! Why? This is not good. This is not good. I don't understand it either, because when I did first look, this is what I played it on. Oh my fetch, why?
For the first look, you were using the downloaded version, weren't you?
I don't think so.
I hadn't sent
was.
the disc at that point.
Maybe I was using my PS3. Because I have it on there.
Yeah, it was much later that I sent you the disc, so you would have been playing the PS3 version.
My PS3 is in the other room. I wonder if...
Well, there is one thing I wanted you to test, because I've heard from people say that if you press the start button once the game begins, it takes you straight to the beginning of the gameplay. But I've tested that with mine, and it actually takes you to more or less the point that we stopped.
Oh, the point where we just stopped? Okay.
So it might just be that there's a slight difference between the American and European versions. So if you start again, it will either take us to this sort of midway point, and then pressing start again takes you to the beginning of the game, like it does on the European. Or it will just take you straight to the gameplay.
This. And don't do any off-screen drawing. Alright, I'm going to try this, and let's hit start and see where it takes us.
Because there is also the option you can just direct people towards the first look.
That's true.
So the first look will fill in the gaps, and then we can just continue from where the game starts.
I also need to know for sure what the, I think it's Shift F1 gets you a save state? Or is it just F1? Might just be F1 in this. I'll test that in a second.
That was the wyvern that we just met.
Okay, press start, and it takes us to... here.
There we go.
Hit F1. And then F3,
Phew.
what happens? Okay, so F1 is going to be my save state. Oh, it does take me straight here. Okay.
Well, that explains it.
So the rest of that scene with the Duke in the bed, that comes to an end, and then there's a scene where Ashley is with the lady that we saw in the first scene, and then they go into Le Monde, this city that's mostly abandoned, and then he kind of comes down into a tunnel. They have some dialogue there, but
is it possible to bring up the video from your first play on here?
There should be.
So we can just see it through there, and you can laugh at your original reaction.
First look, Vagrant story. Wow, that was loud. So, let me see here.
So skip around 15 minutes in.
Wait a minute. There it is. This is actually not correct. Oh, because the window size, I see. Okay, hold on. This actually isn't the window I want to capture, though. Oh, it's not the window. It captures display. Hold on, let me get this figured out.
Okay, I'm just having a quick look through the chat here. And J.R. Shire, do you happen to have a bottle handy?
There it is.
Could solve our problems.
It's very tax. Should have been reading it out loud. 5,000 people is very. Okay, here we go.
Hello,
So
Mike
this
of the past.
This is basically where we were at. So I'll just play through this.
Fire, my liege? Yes, I'm going to act it all again.
The fool Sidney used his wyvern. We can't have witnesses telling the world now, can we?
But the hostages, your family.
Irrelevant. Burn it. Burn it to the ground. What of Parliament?
The VKP have formed a squad to deal with the felons.
Risk breakers. Those meddling fools.
Your will, my lord?
Leomond is yours. Let no one out of the town. You can deal with Sidney and the Blades there.
And Parliament?
I'll deal with those watchdogs. They won't trouble you any further.
And the young Lord Joshua?
He is my light, my soul. If aught should befall him...
As you wish, my lord.
It's just, oh, it's so well directed. That must be the boy that they had in the last scene.
Am I fated to rot and wither even as I breathe?
Pastor Mike distracted me there.
This might be, in my opinion, the best looking game on the PlayStation 1.
Well said, Pastor Mike.
Well said.
Leomond is an old town with a history of over 2,000 years. Its walls have seen many battles, and they are stronger than their mightiest foe. Sorry, you're doing it now.
The sun wheels through the sky, the beauty of their shifting colors surpasses that of any palace. I was reading that in my head. I should have been reading it out loud. The grand cathedral that towers over the town center is a symbol of Leomonde's indomitable spirit and is the holy ground of the devout Iocas priesthood. At its height, Leomonde was a striving community more than 5,000 people strong. 25 years ago, a great earthquake brought the chapel.
Thriving, Pastor Mike, not striving.
To a close. 5,000 people is not very many people. I don't. Seems kind of weird they're acting like it was like this thriving city, but 5,000 people is very small.
Well, the two sentinels are dead, murdered. Is the only way in? There's a great crevasse preventing entry above ground. And from the sea? Nay, sunken reefs that rose during the earthquake form a gauntlet of whirlpools. Too dangerous. You do know we sent agents in thinking those ruins were the Mullenkamp base. Not one returned. Not on account of the whirlpools, I'd wager. Surely it was men who killed them. How was it down there? Come down and see for yourself.
According to the survivors, our comrade agent Riot
headed out
for Leomond before noon. Of course, the reports are vague, and we cannot deny the possibility of inaccuracies. Yet, given that there is only one path to infiltrate Leomond, this office believes the reports to be valid. I changed my pronunciation in the middle of the freaking playthrough.
So that is the only indication that we're looking back on events, unless you've seen that opening film.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? That's what I'm here to find out. It does seem well fortified for a wine cellar. Oh, Leomon's wineries once vied with the best of Valendia. Since they went out of production, the remaining vintages sell for a premium. If I find any, consider them yours. Plan to go alone? An agent with no combat experience would just be a liability. Tell me what you know about Mullenkamp and this Sydney fellow. Sidney Losserow, leader of the religious cult Mullenkamp. His real name and age are unknown, one of many self-styled prophets of the apocalypse. So why would a cult missionary commit such a crime? I do not know what the Cardinal thinks, but the VKP believes he is no prophet. Indeed, he is in dark alliance with Duke Bardorba, who controls that the cult is but a front. Slow down, past Mike. Perhaps this incident is a sign of some falling out between the two. Or merely another of the Cardinal's witch hunts. There are many would-be prophets in the land these days, but Sidney is different. His prophecies ring true, and those enraptured by the way he hums revelations, as though they were simple ballads, all say the same. He is a miracle. In any case, he has strange power. He can guess the past of those he meets. He can even read hearts. They say his charisma is such that his followers offer both body and soul to him. Sounds like you're quite taken with him yourself. Agent Riot? If it were not returned by the morrow's eve, inform headquarters, won't you? Godspeed.
The dialogue in this game is fantastic.
Mm.
It's fantastic.
I hope I'm doing it some justice.
You are.
I've heard this described as an abrupt Sydney out of nowhere.
Except meant to monitor the abandoned mine shaft that leads to Leomund. All were found dead. At the entrance, other bodies were found. 2 knights of the Cardinal's Crimson Blades. Our men were murdered with swords, but the knights' wounds show they died by their own hands. At present, we have taken the bodies into our custody, and our specialists are continuing the examination. Excerpt from Greyland's Incident Investigation Report, Section 3.14.
I'm assuming 3.14 was chosen for religious significance.
Yeah.
Ah, vintage wine.
Really glad that I went back and watched those scenes again. It's weird that they would let you skip right to here and not get any of that intro stuff.
And past Mike didn't even know about the other missing scene.
Nope.
A strange power indeed.
And
Thank
here
you
we
for
go.
your assistance, past Mike.
All set. Boing. And boing. Pull this back up. And let's go back to the game here. After I get Discord up. Okay. How do you
Stream section.
How do you do things? Trying to figure the controls out. Is there a jump button? There it is.
Okay. Yep. Square is jump. Circle readies your weapon and confirms things. You use X to open chests. Triangle's your menu.
Use X to open chests.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go.
And it's the top shoulder buttons to spin the camera around.
We'll make use of save states very liberally. Hey, come on. There you go. So what we got here? We got an axe, a buckler, a glove, and these things. Those are what inside the chest, right?
Yep.
So I can
So
select them one at a time.
Yep, or you can just select all of them at once with square.
Square, okay.
And
Oops.
you managed to miss that you'd picked up a shield past Mike. So yes, pick the shield now to the menu.
Well, I want to. How do you use the save spot?
From the menu.
Data?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as I've said, this takes up 3 blocks on the memory card.
Oh, shoot. I really don't have enough blocks, huh? Let's go to 2. Not enough blocks? Huh. Well, for now, we're going to use
save
save states.
system in this game is quite clunky, it has to be said.
Okay, let's take a look at our freaking... Is it going to be in the items menu?
Yes. So you press the shoulder buttons to move sideways along the different categories.
I see.
Because you got confused at the past. Mike got confused at this point because he couldn't.
I see them up at the top there, above Ashley's head.
Mm-hmm.
So we got armor, and then shields.
So you can see you can carry up to 8 shields on your person at a time, and you can carry 8 assembled weapons at a time, but you can carry 16 grips or blades.
Is this? How do I know it was?
So circle is confirmed throughout this menu. If you press square now, you can switch through the different classes.
Well, I'm wondering if I can compare the stats on these 2 things so that I would know which one's stronger.
You press square. Sorry, circle to bring it up. So you can see
circle?
the bottom right there is...
No, that's how you switch them. So it's square, but I can't see them side by side.
Try pressing the shoulder buttons.
No, there it is.
Yeah, that's it.
So they have, well, it looks like the same stats.
They have broadly the same stats, yes.
What's the number 2 that's next to the hand axe and the 1 next to the scimitar? What is that indicating?
The position in the inventory.
So okay, so this is in the first slot. That's the second slot. Then the DP. I'm guessing that's damage.
Damage points. Once that gets depleted, all the...
Okay. Okay. Hold on. We're going to have to figure this out. That doesn't make any sense because I used this as well to record... Hold on.
Who's Merrick?
Merrick is the character in my book that I'm writing. Let's see. Vagrant story. What is the name of this? EPSXE. Settings. Let's see. That's the one I'm using. Okay. I want to ask... Oh, wait, I should say it's crashing, probably. Let's do this. Crashing.
Well, while you work on that, I'll read the introduction that comes in the game manual.
Okay.
Although I think it's pretty much all been covered with the various intros we've just been watching. Here we go. In a most heinous crime, the manor of Duke Bardorba of Valendia Kingdom was seized by a cult of religious fanatics known as Mullencamp. Although several innocents were murdered, news of the incident was suppressed, and Sidney Lostero, leader of Mullencamp, has not been seen since. Duke Bardorba was away during the seizure of the manor and escaped the atrocities. Yet 1 week later, an unknown assailant took the Duke's life. Riskbreaker Ashley Riot, a member of the Valendia Knights of Peace, entrusted with breaking the cultists' hold on the manor, was named as a suspect at a meeting of Parliament. He disappeared shortly after the accusation. During the week between the incident and the Duke's assassination, suspected assassin Ashley made a peculiar trip to a city lost to memory, the deserted city of Leamond. Leamond, now a shell of its former glory, housed more than 5,000 people during the Golden Age. Its prosperity ended 25 years ago when a powerful earthquake struck the city. High tidal waters rushed in to fill the rift in the earth left by the earthquake, cutting the city off from all the outside world. Above the waters, the land shifted and twisted, losing much of its former shape. Beneath the city, where monks had once worked the stones into chambers and passageways, the vast labyrinthine tomb became a home for the souls of the dead. The player will experience the crucial week during Ashley's visit to Leamond. What happened in the haunted city? Did Ashley really assassinate the Duke? Only the player, as Ashley, will be able to uncover the truth. So again, you would be missing all of that if you don't get that on the PSN version. It's exclusive to the manuals. And if you don't know about that hidden video that you just have to wait for, then you miss the backstory of the framing device entirely.
Okay. You know, Heon was telling me about... Jeez, this is going to be so far up, though. Heon was telling me about an emulator he recently came across. The entire purpose of it is for accuracy, like perfect accuracy. So you can't, like, you know, increase the resolution or anything like that, but if it'll play the game correctly, that's all I really care about. But trying to remember where that was. Because we have talked a lot since then. Oh wait, no. I've gone way too far up now. I know for a fact.
Which section are you looking through?
I'm looking through my conversation with him on Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Evo 2. Talked about the Equifax thing. And then at some point he said, this emulator is amazing. Here it is. It's called Zebra with an X. Okay. I'm going to click on that. Because the only other option, if this doesn't work, is that I'm just going to have to bust my PlayStation 3 out and just play it on there. Which is fine. I can do that too. But it just probably means that we'll have to end for today and then take it over from there tomorrow. And then I'll make sure I get up to the point, the first save point there.
Yeah. Well, all you need to do is press start and you're there.
That's true. What am I looking at here? Is there a link to it? What? This dude's got the longest... Where is the link to the freaking website where you can download it? There it is. PS1, put it right in there. Show the folder. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, do you need a different kind? Wait. Probably that. And then... this one right here. Run. Okay. That kind of stretched it though, didn't it? That's not really what I'm looking for. Can we do... Whoa. That's not really what I want either because that's stretching it. 1600 maybe by 1080. Oops. Wait a minute. Yes. There we go. But hold on. That's still stretching it, but let's just see what happens. Can anything happen here? This is still kind of stuck on this opening page. I've never used this before, so I have no freaking idea how to do it. I might have to do this off screen. Full screen. Okay, here we go. Like that. But it's still not. Oh, please set the CD-ROM. I did. I thought.
I'm glad I'm not the one who has to figure all this out.
Run. Mode 1.
I'm a technological Luddite.
I loaded it, didn't I? That's the image. Go. Close shell. Open shell. Please set the CD-ROM. But it is set. Maybe I need to do it that way. Isn't that what I just did? And then you close it. Okay, I don't know how to do this. I will figure it out some other time. If I don't figure it out by tomorrow, then I will just get my PS3 out and we'll just use that. In fact, I'm just kind of leaning towards that anyways. So sorry about that. I was not expecting it. I've used that emulator for literally every single Final Fantasy game I've ever captured, every PS1 game I've ever captured. I've never had this problem before. So I'll look into it, and tomorrow I will for sure have a solution so that this will not happen again.
Maybe the disc just scratched.
Possibly, I don't know. Anyways, sorry again. 2 streams in a row where we couldn't really get technicalities working, but tomorrow I promise it'll be figured out. So I'll see you guys again, same time tomorrow. Peace out. Sorry.
Bye, guys.